Hello everyone, this is Siba. In today's lecture, I will be describing you about Gauss-Seidel method. What is Gauss-Seidel method? Gauss-Seidel method is the modification of Jacobi's method. In place of substituting the same set of values in all three equations as we did before, in our previous lecture, we used in each step the value obtained in the earlier step. Okay, we have two steps. First, we put y equals to z equals to 0. Okay, let's see. This is the general equation. When we subject x, y and z, xn equals to 1 over a1 d1 minus b1 yn minus 1 minus c1 z n minus 1, and yn equals to 1 over b2 d2 minus a2 xn minus c2 z n minus 1, and zn equals to 1 over c2 d3 minus a3 xn minus b3 yn minus 1. x1, okay, for x1 we put y0 and z0 as y0 equals to 0 and z0 equals to 0, but not for y1. For y1, for the first iteration, when we are getting the value of y1, okay, we plug z0 here but not x0. We replace x0 by the value we obtain from this equation. We plug in xn and zn minus 1, and for zn we plug xn and yn instead of plugging y0 and x0. So let's see an example. 6x plus y plus z equals to 105. 4x plus 8y plus 3z equals to 155, and 5x plus 4y minus 8z equals to 65. So let's take the condition. The numbers 6, 8, and minus 10 in the leading diagonal are largest, so we can say we can apply Gauss-Seidel method over there. 6, 8 and 10 are larger. Okay, by subtracting x, y and z, we get these equation, equation 1, equation 2 and equation 3. So we will take x equals to y equals to y is equals to z is equals to 0. We plug these values in equation 1 and we get the value of x. Now x is equals to 35 by 2 and z is equals to 0. We plug these values in equation 2 to get the value of y1. Once we get the value of y1, now we do not use the value of y0 for the third equation. We plug in third equation the values of x as 35 by 2 and y as 85 by 8 instead of 0. So when we plug these values in the third equation, we get the value of z1 for first iteration. Okay, again we will apply the same procedure by putting y is equals to 85 by 8 and z equals to 13 by 2. We will get the value of x, and then we use this value of x for the second iteration for getting the value of y2. Here is a table in which we did iterations for different values of x, y and z. Okay, we did, I guess we did 4 iterations. Yes, we did 4 iterations. You can see there is these values are near 16.64, 15.12 and 14.98, and for second for y 9.62, 10.06 and 9.89. So we can conclude that our final equations of our final roots will be x equals to somewhere like 15, y will be 10 and z will be 5. Hope you understand the lecture. Thank you for watching.